All right, let's give this a shot. Page number 9. This is now equivalent fractions without the images. And I'm going to show you my strategy on how I complete this on my own. So for this page, we're either going to be starting with the top of this fraction or the bottom of this fraction. Now notice we have some things to fill in, okay? If we cover up the bottom and we focus on the top, notice that we only have one thing to fill in. On the contrary, if we were to cover up the top, notice that there's two things to fill in. Where do you think it's going to be easier to start? Would it be easier to start having to fill in two things? Or would it be easier to start only having to fill in one thing? And you would be correct. We're going to start with the top of this fraction because there's only one missing thing. So here's what we have to ask ourselves. 2 times a number equals 6. What is that number? And I'm going to show you a few different ways on this worksheet. The first one that we're going to use is our multiplication chart. So our question is 2 times a number is equal to 6. 2 times something equals 6. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 3 equals 6. Here's the rule with equivalent fractions. Whatever number you write here, you are also going to have to write it right below. Okay? These numbers have to be the same. And now we can complete our fraction. What is 5 times 3 equal? I'm going to pull up my multiplication chart. 5 times 3 is 15. 2 over 5 is the same as 6 over 15. All right, number 2. We're either going to be covering up the bottom, and there's two missing pieces on the top, or we're going to cover up the top, and there's only one missing piece on the bottom. This is where we're going to start. Okay? 3 times a number equals 6. Okay? 3 times something equals 6. What is that number? 3 times something equals 6. 3 times 2 equals 6. 3 times 2 equals 6. All right, where does this 2 also go? This 2 is also going to go right here. And now we can finish our equation. 1 times 2 equals, come on, I hope you know this, 2. All right, number 3. Do we cover up the bottom or do we cover up the top? If you said we're covering the top, you are correct. Okay. 4 times a number equals 20. 4 times a number equals 20. 4 times a number equals 20. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 5. This 5 also goes up top. And now we can finish. What is 7 times 5? 7 times 5. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 5 is 35. Good job. Let's try number 4. Do I cover the bottom and deal with 2 missing pieces? Or do I cover the bottom and I only have to deal with 1 missing piece? Here we're going to cover the bottom. Okay, 5 times a number equals 30. 5 times something equals 30. 5 times 6 equals 30. 5 times 6. 5 times 6 equals 30. That 6 also goes to the bottom. And now we have 8 times 6. 8 times 6. Okay, what is 8 times 6? 48. 8 times 6 is 48. Okay, the most important thing is that these two numbers have to be the same. If they're not the same, you will get a wrong answer. Okay? Equal. These numbers need to be equal. Number 5. Am I covering the bottom or am I covering the top? We're covering the bottom. 1 times the number equals 9. We don't need a multiplication chart for this one. We know it already. 1 times 9 equals 9. We're going to bring that 9 down to the bottom here. 2 times 9. 2 times 9. What is 2 times 9? 18. 2 times 9 is 18. And number 6, we're either going to be covering the bottom, and we have 2 pieces to deal with, or we're covering the top, and we only have 1 piece. We're going to use this one. 4 times the number equals 16. 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Let's bring that 4 up here. Now we have 9 times 4. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 4 is 36. Very good. Let's try number 7. For number 7, we're going to cover the bottom. 3 times a number equals 6. 3 times 2 equals 6. Bring that 2 down. 5 times 2. What is 5 times 2? It's 10. 5 times 2 is 10. Now for number 8, we're going to cover up the top. We have 7 times the number equals 21. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 3. Let's bring this 3 up to the top. We now have 5 times 3. 5 times 3. 15. 5 times 3 is 15. All right, good job. Almost done. Number 9, we're going to cover up the top. 4 times something equals 28. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 7 is 28. Let's bring that 7 up. 1 times 7 is 7. All right, good job. Last one here. This is the money maker. Are we covering up the top or are we covering up the bottom? And you're right, we are covering up the bottom. Good job. 8 times a number is 40. 8 times a number. 8 times a number is 40. 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. All right, let's bring that 5 down. Now we have 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. If you stuck with me, you've just completed page number 9. Congratulations. I will see you on page number 10.